DMV back with another one. I got my boy Elton on the line. Say what's up to the people, Elton. We are live.
What up, everybody?
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. We got some movement from the Cowboys this week, man. So we're gonna start off with talking about some of our signings. So let's talk about the signing that was, the one that we kind of laughed at. Kerry Hyder from the Detroit Lions. What do you think about that signing?
Mm, I actually looked at it sort of like when we signed G. Howard Ward. I'm like, okay, just a guy. I mean, honestly, I don't even think I ever watched him play, so I wasn't like, okay. I mean, Rod Marinelli works wonders with guys, so he might come in and give us 3 or 4 sacks. I'm all right with that.
Okay. All right. Do you know any word on his deal? Because I was trying to look it up and I heard it was a 3-year deal, but I ain't never seen no figures or nothing like that.
No, I don't think I've seen how long or was how much it is.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, I figure if I can figure out exactly what the deal was, I can figure out if he's just a camp body or if he's somebody they want to keep around for a while. I originally reported that I heard it was 3 years, but I'm not sure. Like 3 years means that you're going to be around a while because I mean they're going to have dead money to keep you. But I just don't see them signing him to a huge deal, you know?
Yeah, me either.
Okay, so the second signing, and I have to clap my hands for this one, but 1 year, $5 million for Randall Cobb. How do you feel about that, sir?
I love it, especially because it's a 1 year deal. I think more than likely he's going to do his best to stay healthy, and to me, that's an upgrade over Cole Beasley.
I say the same exact thing, man. You know what? I have people out there who aren't Cowboys fans, so they sit here and they tell us like, hey, well, Randall Cobb is done. Like Cole Beasley is better. And I'm sitting here telling them, nah, it's not the truth. Randall Cobb can do a lot more than what Cole Beasley could do. As a matter of fact, I think people will see it this year, but I think that Cole Beasley held back our offense a little bit from what we could do. They loved him so much that they wanted to keep him on the field, but it kind of kept things a little predictable because we couldn't ever move him to the outside to play receiver.
Yep. I mean, you already knew he was doing one of two routes when he was in the game, so it ain't like he was like, okay. I mean, he ran those routes excellent. I mean, I can't take that away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there was a couple stats and stuff that was posted to the group today about the yards after catch, where it was like Cole Beasley was like 3 point something and Randall Cobb was like, what,
6.9.
Yeah, did that jump out at you?
Yeah, I mean, it is what I see. I damn worried about Randall Cobb playing the Packers.
Yeah, so what the average amount? So this is from Marcus Mosher. I'm not sure who this is, but it said the average amount of separation in 2018, according to the NFL Next Gen stats, Cole Beasley was 2.9 yards as far as like winning your route, and then Randall Cobb was 2.9 yards. Okay, cool. Then we talked about the yards after catch. So I got a guy that gets tackled, and I got a guy that doesn't. You know, and then like, damn, think about this. Cole Beasley was getting tackled as soon as he was catching the damn ball. You got 2.9 yards of separation, and then you only getting 3 yards after the catch. You damn near getting tackled as soon as you get the ball.
Yep.
Okay, then it said average targeted air yards in 2018. Cole Beasley 7.4, Randall Cobb 8.2. So yeah, one guy might have a little bit more mileage as far as injuries and stuff are concerned. But I think as far as production, I do think that we got the better guy. I think that, as I said before, it's not a Super Bowl move. It's not a move to put us over the Super Bowl, but I do think that we got better.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, if he can give us 14 games, I like it. Because he's versatile. He can go inside, outside. You can it isn't as predictable. I think everybody, really all our top five receivers can go inside, outside, except really Gallup, and then we haven't seen him go in the slot.
Okay,
So I don't even think it is, and he can't. They just didn't do it.
okay. So let me ask you a question. What do you think that means for Allen Hurns? Do you think that this signing right here means that Allen Hurns is going to get cut?
I mean, honestly, it actually really don't mean Cobb is gonna make it out of camp if he don't stay healthy.
I gotta look at the breakdown on the numbers to see what would happen as far as dead money. Because what if it's $5 million guaranteed? He ain't getting cut. It's $5 million guaranteed. They won't waste that money. But let's see. What else do we have, man? Oh, the trade possibility of Robert Quinn. How do you feel about that? I know how I feel, but where are you at with that?
It was funny because I think I said it. It was like it's funny. We almost traded Lyle Collins for Robert Quinn, and a couple years later, it is back on the table. To me, I think it's the organization giving Tank a slight, hey, we will bring somebody in, trying to nudge him along, but I like it also because they don't know if Randy Gregory's gonna come back. So this gives us a true right in.
Absolutely, it does. As a matter of fact, him and Randy Gregory are a lot alike as far as their body type and I guess the type of the type of rusher that they are. I believe they're about the same. The type of athleticism. I think I'm not necessarily saying this is a big fu to Tank. I'm actually going to say that this is a move of them trying to actually make moves to win this year, in my opinion. Because actually, what I heard that they're looking up giving up is a 2020 pick.
Oh yeah, which I don't mind.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Robert Quinn, a 2020 pick, like it ain't gonna be no third rounder. I can't see it being a third, second on first, maybe a fourth.
Yeah, I think I seen they had a damn fourth to get it done. I'm like, give it up. I'm like this because we need the depth, and because I feel eventually Tank's gonna show up. Well, I mean, I am probably 98% sure they get a deal done. But even if they don't, which I doubt, he eventually show up. I don't think he may skip training camp as a whole, but I think he'll eventually show up.
Man, I don't think he's gonna make it to him skipping training camp, man. If he's a captain workouts and stuff, man, he really wants to play. He really wants to be here, and I think that they're gonna find a way to hash it out.
I think
to pay him though.
I think free agency deals kind of messed them up. Like, how the hell is Preston Smith getting $18 million a year? It ain't no way you can ask Tank the low ball like, hey, could you give us $16 million? Tank like,
they probably did. They probably came back to, well, you said you wanted $20 million. Yeah, we'll give you $20 million now. Like, nah.
Getting 18. Nah, I'm good. Like,
I had to go back to the table. So yeah, I mean,
because what did Trey Flowers get? Like 17, 18 also?
Yeah, man. The market is pretty nuts right now, man. Pretty nuts. So I mean, I think that if we find a way to add Robert Quinn, I think that I think that I like our chances. And for the finale, not the finale, but because we still got quite a bit of football to talk about. But Eric Berry, from my understanding, I did hear that he left without a deal, but Randall Cobb left without a deal as well.
And they signed the next day.
Exactly. Now with the Tank contract on the books, I just looked it up at overthecap.com. We still have $19 million on the books, which is a good position to be in, even with that $20 million on the cap, right?
Yeah, it's already accounted for. To me, like I said, I'm like, whenever this deal get done, keep it. Ain't no need to say, all right, we're gonna make the cap number this year 14 mil. It really don't matter. Keep it all 20 mil guaranteed, so that way, if we give them 52 million guaranteed, 20 million's already gone this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
It don't make sense to say, all right, we is gonna turn it to a $12 million cap hit. Just you can just eat this 20 this year and actually go from there. He already counts for it.
yeah, yep, absolutely. So we talked about that, and talk about I talked about what Eric Berry I think could do to our defense. What do you think a possible adding of Eric Berry does to this roster?
I think he's gonna be the strong safety. He's better coming down in the box anyway. I would love it for a year or two.
So I,
I think to me, actually,
go ahead.
the Robert Quinn deal to get done, which would add the veteran stuff to our young defense. I think. I mean, I would love it. I mean, nothing guarantees you a Super Bowl, but I would definitely feel more better of our chances of making the playoffs. I
Yeah, me
mean,
too.
long as we don't have any catastrophic injuries, I think we'll be. I think we can hit 10-6, 11-5 again.
I think at this point, right now, all we could do is anything that we could do can only really kind of push us up at this point because I think I'm for certain I already know we're the best team in the NFC East. Eagles fans can watch this, Giants fans, Redskin fans. I don't give a damn who it is.
I don't even need to hear from Giants fans. Y'all aren't even an NFL team right now.
Damn, Dwayne Haskins, they better find a way and hope that somebody else don't get him because man, he had a hell of a pro day today. But I'll talk about that another time. Um, let's see. Let me see if we can answer some questions right now. So I told you guys we're gonna open it up for Q&A. Team DC4L, what's up? He said, "Do you think Moore will open up the playbook finally with all these players?"
I do. At least I hope. I can
I
only
think
hope.
I think he was going to open it up whether we had the players or not. I think that when I actually watched him at Boise State, I actually watched his board session with John Gruden. I think he knows what he's doing. I think that he knows placement of players and spacing and stuff like that. I think that you're going to see a whole different look to what we've done or what we're going to be able to do. And I think that it's going to be something that Dak really likes. And I think that Dak is probably going to have a little bit more input on it. Let's see. Joseph Sandberg said possibly best players available at 58. I'll give you one, then I'll go one, and I'll give you one. We talked about a lot of them.
Yeah, to me, I didn't think he'd be there, and it's the guy I'm knocking on the table for is Jace Sternberger. I think that sets the offense. I think he would take the offense to another level. He may not have 1,000 yards year one, but I think learning from Jason Witten by next year, he would be a superstar. I mean, honestly, this year it ain't gonna be no attention on him because you're gonna have to stop Zeke. You're gonna have to stop Coop. Even with Cobb in the slot healthy, that is a threat to the defense. So our tight end whoever it is, has a chance to really exploit defenses.
I'm going to go with your man, Dexter. I think Dexter will be there.
If Dexter's there, they better run that. Sorry, Jace. I'd rather have Dexter.
Me too. Like, if all else is equal and Dexter's still in 58, bro, I got to go Dex. I got to go Dex.
I'm sorry, Jace. I love you, but
I think most of your safeties are there. A lot of people are big on Abram. Are you still high? Are you high on Abram?
A little bit. I seen Adley has probably shot up the boards. They actually love Taylor Rapp also. So I don't think Adley or Rapp will be there. Not a big fan of Deontay Thompson, to be
I'm not
honest.
either. I'm not either. I made that be known. On our top five safety list, I had him as the number five, I think. Yeah, I did. They got him. They got him real, real high. Let's see who else. Who else could be there? Because I got my notes. I still got my notes from all of the other times. Uh, what about the possibility of T.J. Hawkinson falling and being there?
If TJ and Dexter are on the board, I would flip a coin. Whoever it lands on, I would be happy with the pick.
Oh, I think I gotta go Hawkinson, man. Yeah,
Like,
I gotta
yeah,
go Hawkinson, man. I got
like,
to. If he's there, if he slipped right there, and you got him and Dex, like yeah, I don't think that I can get it. I don't think I can get another polished tight end like him. If
you're right.
to let him slide to 58, bro.
I think Hawkinson is more likely to be there than Dexter.
Because I look at Dex, right? Like who did you compare him to again?
Man, where's my notes? I think like Sam Adams.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. For our team, would you rather have Sam Adams or would you rather have Ertz?
Ertz.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta go Hawkinson if he right there. And
Yeah.
I think that because Font's combine went the way it did, for some odd reason they have guys going ahead of him. Your boy Noah jumped up the list.
Because to me, I'm like, Nada's the best athlete, but Georgia was like, we ain't passing the ball. Nada's probably gonna be a steal. Nada reminds me of Tony Gonzalez, but it ain't really no game tape on him because all he did was block.
Yeah, so he just looked like he was the freaking like he was Kane, the wrestler and shit.
Yeah, I'm like this. Nada didn't really catch the ball, but Nada is a freak of nature because he was like the 5th overall in his recruiting class, and he got to Georgia, and they just said, "Nah, we is good. You can block. We only running the ball." Which I was like, because I remember he was committed to Florida State. Then that's when the Jimbo Fisher stuff started happening. They didn't know he was going to leave or stay. So he said, all right, I'm going to go to Georgia because Jimbo ain't got his mind right if he going to leave or stay in.
Damn. Juan Thornhill, I think, will be there.
Yeah, Thornhill's a good pick.
He's a good player, man. Like I think Chauncey Gardner-Webb might be there too, and I think Chauncey's a pretty good player. A lot of good safeties, man, that I think could be right there at 58. I'm almost like as far as depth, as far as like not being able to miss at a position at 58. I think that safety's probably you probably got a good chance of getting a good safety there.
So what if Atlee's there with Hawkinson?
Hawkinson. Because I know that I gotta sign Dak to. I'm signing Dak to whatever deal I'm gonna sign him to, whether it be $22 million to $30 million. I gotta give Dak the best opportunity to be successful.
I believe you, and to me, I love a tight end more than I do a receiver.
Me too. Because I think we're set at receiver right now for our roster. I know some people want me to look at receivers. I might do it, but like I really don't see a need at this point for us to look at receivers. We got our receiver last year in Gallup. We also got Cedric Wilson. I keep saying his name, but we just signed Cobb. You know what I mean? We just signed Cobb to a 5-year deal. So I'm good there. You know what I'm saying? Like defensive tackle, tight end, and safety are probably all that I'm really looking at 58. I'm not even looking at a running back there. Only way I go running back there is if everybody that I wanted, that I valued in the second round, are gone. Only way. Even still, like the type of guys that I want as far as the running backs aren't 58 worthy. Like I want, like you say, Bryce Love. I want Justice Hill. I want that type of
Bryce Love. Yeah, Bryce Love, Justice Hill to be there in the third, maybe fourth.
Exactly.
And those guys fit. How can I say fit what I would want us to do? Because we don't need two Zekes.
No, we don't need another. We don't need another bell cow. It'd be cool. I mean, if you could, but I mean, it'd be cool if you could find another Kamara like that. But nobody thought Kamara was gonna be a bell cow, though. You know what I'm saying? He just he fit kind of a role that they were missing, you know, to complement Ingram, and he just so happened to be as good as he is. So I think that Justice Hill or Bryce Love could eventually become a Kamara. You know what I mean?
Because I think Kamara's really better in the two back. I mean, he was good as the lead, but actually by the end of the year, he wasn't as effective because he took that pounding while Mark Ingram was out. I think Kamara's better probably as the lead back in a two-back system. Like, to me, Bryce Love would be perfect with us because, for one, he could return kicks.
Yeah. But we don't even need him to do that, though. We got Tavon.
I think Tavon would rather do punts than damn kickoffs.
Hey, look, I seen. Did he run a kickoff back in the playoffs, or was that a punt?
No, punt.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't nobody allow kickoff anyway, but us.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't really matter. Let's see. Quinn is there to replace Randy Gregory. What up, JR Muth? Let's see what else we got. Do we have any questions? Go ahead. Feel free, guys. Steve Mack said Trey Boston will be legit too. Even had 3 ints in his first year as strong safety, 2 years ago as a free safety. How you feel about Trey Boston?
I don't feel nothing about him.
Evidently, they don't either because they never seem to bring in Trey Boston, bro.
I think it's more upside with Eric Berry because if he's healthy, then we got the first or second best safety in the league.
To be honest with you, man, everybody keep talking about if he's healthy. All I really need out of Eric Berry really is I really only need 8 games, bro. 8 games that matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need him for the playoffs.
Exactly. Like
he could rotate in with Heath. I mean, Heath is good at rotating.
Not to say that I want him to play second half of the season like that. I'm just saying, if y'all so worried about his health, as long as he's there for the games that matter, I think we got a good shot. Let's see.
Because to me, I just hope they wrap up Eric Berry and they get Quinn. Because let's just say 10 games into the season, they bring Randy Gregory back. It's just more depth and more pass rushes you can throw at him, throw at the offense.
Okay. Antoine Myers said, I think we should go Juan Thornhill safety, David Montgomery running back, DT, Dalen Mack, cornerback David Long. Not familiar with Dalen Mack or David Long. David Montgomery, yeah, I could see him as we kind of like David Montgomery.
I actually wish his 40 would have been better, but I like his in-game speed. More than so. I'm not gonna harp on his 40 because I like what I've seen on tape more than anything.
I think the important thing would be: is he better? Do you believe he's better than Rod Smith?
Yeah.
Then that means we got better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, I think if you
And that ain't nothing against Rod Smith, because that ain't Rod Smith. Rod Smith is in a rotational back. I like when he's starting. But if he's coming in for a serious physique, Rod Smith isn't effective.
here's the crazy thing though. It's not like we can't even re-sign Rod Smith back. He'll be there after the draft. You know what I'm saying? As a third running back, as a special teams guy, as a good teammate.
Because his damn brother's on the team, so you know it ain't like he's gonna play hardball. Because if they brought Rod Smith back, you ain't gonna see me complain.
I just would complain if he's the number 2. But if he's my number 3, I'm fine with that. You know, he's a good pass catcher out of the backfield and stuff. So you can put him in on certain downs and allow him to be a third down back or stuff like that. You know, so I mean, I'm okay with bringing him back as a third. I just think that we need somebody that's better as a 2.
Me too. Like, I don't have an issue with Rod Smith at all. So if they brought him back eventually, okay.
Hey,
well, like I said,
go ahead.
Nothing. Go.
CT Cowboys said, "Evening, fellas. Anyone else feel like if Linehan would have declined on the Cobb edition?" He said, "I want to say that Moore was pounding the table for Randall Cobb." I don't know about that. I think he was okay with the signing. I don't know if he was pounding the table for Randall Cobb though.
If Linehan was here, Randall Cobb, I don't think to me, I think he would use him the same way he used Cole Beasley, personally. I mean, and then how he used Beasley wasn't bad, but I don't know. I just seem to think Randall Cobb's more versatile.
Here's why I disagree with Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore is probably the type that believes that his X's and O's, and I don't know Kellen Moore from a side in the wall or whatever, however you say it. But Kellen Moore probably believes that the spacing and the X's and O's are what matters. But I do think that if there was anybody pounding the table, I think it was Sanjay Lal because of how this guy runs routes, how he gets the separation, how Randall Cobb is a technician at running routes. If I had to guess, I would say Sanjay was the guy that pounded the table.
Me too. And the thing with Kellen Moore is, and I watched a lot of Boise State when he was there. They believed in fooling.
Yeah.
They didn't believe in how I would say Jason Garrett's mentality is. We ain't trying to fool you. We already know you already know what we gonna do. Stop us. And in today's NFL, for the most part, you actually have to get guys open. You actually scheme them open. And actually, with Linehan, you actually have to win your one-on-one battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is all right playing Madden, but in the NFL now, you actually need to. Because how many times we done seen Brady throw to wide open people because they done schemed Chris Hogan wide open.
All the damn time. So yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. CT Cowboys also brought up something. He said chances of Cowboys move back into the first or early second. Brian Broaddus was saying Indy could be a trade partner today. I'll take that one first. I don't see us moving back into the first. I can see us moving back, or I can see us moving up into the early second if there's somebody we want. Again, a name that we brought up is Hawkinson. Hawkinson finds a way to drop. I can see them definitely going up and trying to meet that need. I can see that for certain.
Because the move up, well, what is, because Indy's pick is what, like 2027? No, because the Raiders got 27. I think what Indy's 26. So if we move with them, what we would basically be giving them our second and third more than likely, and
Yeah.
maybe even a second next year.
So I guess it's like what position
I mean,
important that we would go up and do that. I don't see a safety
to
prospect
me,
worth going up and getting like that. I don't see a D lineman, not in this draft, not with how deep it is. The only position I would say is tight end.
yeah. Now, if they did that to go get Hawkinson, because they damn bet not do it for no damn Irv Smith Jr.
Yeah, no bull. Let's see.
I mean, getting a first round pick has always seemed sexy, but I'm like, for who? Like I say now, if it was Hawkinson, okay, I can, I can live with that.
Okay, let's see. The U says any news on Quinn? I haven't heard any news. I've been looking, haven't heard any news. The thing about the Cowboys is no news is good news sometimes when they bring the guys in. It might mean that they're working on a deal. I know that he was supposed to meet with Jerry Jones, and according to Mike Fisher, it was like it's looking like it was a close the deal type of a meeting. And that's why I also got the news that that the Dolphins are not against the 2020 pick. So that's the latest that I've heard. You heard anything new?
I I actually heard he actually might meet with the Saints today because it was either us or the Saints. But yeah, pretty much the same. No news because it seems like when the damn stays in the media, it never gets done.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, Earl Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember the Mari Cooper trade. It was rumored we was in there, but I didn't think too much of it. Then that Monday morning, Mari Cooper's been traded.
Well, don't it always seem? I was thinking about this the other day, bro. Doesn't it always seem like we deal with the same damn teams, the Lions and the damn Raiders?
Yeah.
And then we pick up. Sometimes we'll pick up. I think we picked up one guy from the Browns. Like we picked up one guy from the Bills. Like the teams that haven't won jack, if you look back in history, they don't got no Super Bowls. We always dealing with them. Well, I mean the Raiders won the Super Bowl, but we're always dealing with that tier teams. Like I think the last time we really dealt with somebody that was a winner was New England when we traded for Dez to go up and get Dez.
Yeah, and that is because the Patriots don't care about their picks.
How many times we didn't trade it with the damn Raiders? We didn't trade it with the Raiders to get Jahad Ward. We traded with the Raiders to get Amari Cooper. We traded with the Raiders to get Bryce Butler. We traded with the Raiders to get somebody else too. I forget who it was.
It was the DN who damn led us in sacks in 2016.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean,
actually, Jerry has a good relationship with the Raiders, so it really makes sense.
So
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell.
We talking about a trade. He talking about a trade partner to go up in the first round. Shit, the trade partner might be the damn Raiders again.
Yeah, get us our pick back. Trade them, damn Tavon.
So, the U says, in my opinion, the Cowboys would draft another receiver to groom for the slot, etc. Evidence of signing Cobb to a 1-year deal. This is why I disagree with that, because I'm looking at, if you look at this and stuff, and then you look at what Steven said, because Steven keep it 100 with you, bro. I don't think that they are looking at a receiver anymore. The reason I say that is because, yeah, they signed Cobb to a 1-year deal, but they already drafted that guy, Cedric Wilson, last year, Lee. They already drafted that guy. That people forget because he got injured. I'm telling you, the guy can play. They believe that too. If you go back to how Sanjay Lal was raving about the guy, They signed Randall Cobb, I think, to allow him to mature. I think they're really high on him. And being a Boise State guy, you know Kellen Moore gonna look out.
Yeah, I mean, what actually like who was I telling you about the dude off for Buffalo, Anthony Johnson? Now, if they took him in the fourth or fifth, I wouldn't be too mad because he's a freak athlete and then great speed, but receiver's not a position. It ain't a position to need.
It's not. It's not at this point. To be honest with you, I mean, initially I was like, Cobb is okay. You know, if they want to sign him, cool. I was good with the receivers before we signed Cobb.
Me too.
Because that just meant to me more balls for Michael Gallup to get better. I mean, you only got a certain amount of them going out there anyway. Like, I felt like we'd be more suitable to find a tight end. It would have behooved us more to find a tight end than to go out and get a slot receiver. I think that like, for example, Philadelphia. Who's Philadelphia's slot receiver?
Shit, I almost can't tell you what, because I doubt they put Deshaun there now.
Yeah, the only team that, Pittsburgh don't really have, they ain't really had no slot receiver. They just moved their guys around. You know, they got Switzer now, but shit, we had Switzer. You know?
Yeah, we ain't used so.
I think of prolific passing teams with tight end threats. Like, for the most part, if you have a good enough tight end, if you can find the answer right there, you don't necessarily need a slot receiver. So, I think it will behoove them to find an answer at the tight end position more than anything on our offensive side of the ball. Hell, like having a backup running back, like that would be a luxury for us.
Because I know they had said, because I damn know they had said if Jason went back, they was going to go after Tyler Alford.
Yeah, and I would have been okay with that. I'd have been okay. I actually think it works out a little bit better getting Witten instead of Tyler Eifert in that front, because if you're still going to go out and get you a tight end, like, I just would rather have Witten because I know at least Witten going to play. He ain't going to be hurt. And I think that if you bring in a guy that can really actually play, that's going to be that guy, like, not to throw Blake Jarwin out like yesterday's trash, but, we keep talking about it. Hawkinson, Font, Sternberger, Irv Smith, Caden Smith, whoever. You know what I mean? Like, those guys can play. Sternberger, big time. You know, if you haven't checked out the film I did on them, go ahead. But, the more and more I'm thinking about it, the more I see a tight end at 58 or moving up.
Either way, I would rather the tight end.
Tight end or D tackle or safety.
Because all the thought. Yep.
In that order, actually, I would say. Tight end, D tackle, safety.
So let me ask you, if we make the trade for Quinn, do you think they would still look at Sue?
Yeah, because just like I told you, all that money we got, Tyrone Crawford might have just messed around, and who knows what happens with that situation. I don't think they're going to cut him because they like him, but he's in a position to where they could cut him and you then create a little bit more room. They could cut this team and create some room to bring Sue on. You definitely could if you're going for broke. If it's a 1-year deal, you can go ahead and make that 1-year deal. And, we're trying to win the championship this year. I could see it. Why not? Just depends on what Robert Quinn signs for.
Yeah. And trying to win a Super Bowl ain't nothing bad. Because we ain't won one in what, 20 damn 3 years. Whew.
I know, yeah. It's definitely crazy. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna like this one. The U said need that Ed Oliver. But I don't know that the boys value that position all that much. I think you was gonna love that one. I had to read that one for you.
No, if they trade up for Ed Oliver, shit has got real.
Hey,
To me, to me, he's the best D. To me, he's the best D tackle because if you follow the draft process for damn most of it, he was projected to be the number 1 pick overall.
Mm-hmm.
So if they trade back up in the first and get him, it is gonna be a real problem.
Cowboys vet 71 said he left the Cowboys and Saints with no deal. He wants to get paid as well. So I think that was answering your question about when. Okay, let's see. Cowboys vet says Cedric Wilson is still posting children's books on Twitter. Nothing about working out or trying to get better. That's the crazy thing about social media, man. Because people read too much into it. Either you're working out too much, you're trying to get better, you're showing yourself working out. Like me, I'm the type of person that I wouldn't even need to post no workouts on social media to show you that I'm getting better. Not to say that because I'm high on this kid or not, but I'm just saying, like, you know, how do you know? Hell,
I am quite sure he does whatever he's doing with a children's book in his time off. And that's okay.
Bingo. We all do a lot of things in our time off. Hell, guess what? This ain't my job. I don't get paid to do this. This is
at least not yet.
You know what I'm saying?
At least not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, Dak do 13 damn commercials.
Bingo. And I mean, we did see Dak working out. I did see some pictures of him working out with Kayvon Frazier not too long ago, but still, like, I mean, I'm trying to think of who's the best player out there. Tom Brady. Very rare. I mean, I don't follow him on social media. I'm not even sure if he has one.
Yeah, he's on Instagram, but you don't really see him working out, but you damn know he does.
Exactly. So I don't want to get into that dangerous game of saying, like, hey, this person's not working out. They're not trying to get better because they're not showing us. Like, to me, what you do in the dark comes into the light. So if he come into camp and he not in shape, if he come in camp dropping footballs and stuff like that, then you can attest to he ain't really do nothing to get better. That's really what shows. It's not your off-season workouts because people out there that are workout warriors that can't that just can't play, you know? Let's see. What else we got?
Because I think what?
Go ahead.
Because I was watching the end of the fight when they was going back into the locker room. It was what? Dak, Dez.
Yeah, I meant to say that.
Byron.
It's crazy. I was thinking that. Now, you see Byron as one of the Cowboys there. That probably lets you know that they probably going to look to sign him long term, I think.
Yeah, whoever I seen in that ring, I'm like Jalen Smith is going to be around. I'm like, I'm not worried about people saying how are the Cowboys going to do it, because whoever the Cowboys want to sign, they will sign. Now,
I tell you one in that ring though, Zeke.
Yeah, but damn, Zeke rarely hangs around.
He was at the last one.
Cause I didn't know Dak was at the last one. but I don't know if Zeke was.
I could have swore I saw Zeke's face. You can
I know Jalen was at the last one also.
yeah.
I'm like this. All these deals mean that Jordan Lewis may not be re-signed. They might not re-sign Anthony Brown, but the guys who they want to re-sign, they will. Salary cap be damned.
A CT Cowboys asked me, "What's your name on the other end?" And you have a strong understanding of this team. What's your channel name?
Shit, I don't have one.
Yeah,
I should make one, but
coming soon. Coming soon. Yeah, because that's exactly why we started the show, because we do a lot of talking about the Cowboys. We probably talk about the Cowboys every day. At some point, we talk Cowboys. It don't matter what part of the year it is. We talk Cowboys. So I figured I'd bring him on so that you guys could hear some of the conversations that we have just real time. See, the U says the Cowboys really have only signed one starter in Cobb. The rest have been depth signings and free agency, leaving the draft wide open. I agree, and I think that they do that on purpose because I think that they want the best players available. Like I'm talking about, like from my vantage point, I think tight end is the most important. But I think that what they do is they leave it open. What they normally do is they draft for depth guys just in case. But normally, the guys that they're drafting for in depth, they're normally going to draft that position. They just want to make sure that they have a place filled there in case they can't get that in the draft. See, Me Mug says,
I agree.
go ahead.
Yeah, I agree because to me, these signings with Quinn and say Barry, you don't have to go in the draft and reach.
Exactly.
Sort of like in them years past, we then went in the draft and reached for a Bobby Carpenter.
Yeah.
And look at that whole 2000 draft. Reach.
Hell, we reached for Taco.
Yeah. Because they didn't get enough pressure on Aaron Rodgers, so they went and reached for a DN. And I like Taco, but I was like, okay, whatever. It is how I felt when we drafted Taco.
Hey, Mean Mug 44 says sign Zeke first, then Dak, trade Lawrence, sign Smith, then Jones. Which Smith is he talking about? Jalen? Probably.
Yeah. Then y'all gonna be able to do all those anyway. The Marcus Lawrence.
I kind of want to keep Lawrence now, man. First, I was with the trading thing. Now I'm like, well, you know what, man? Hell, they love this dude. But you know what? You ain't gonna be able to sign everybody, though, man. That's just the nature of the thing. I gotta keep Jalen Smith, bro. I gotta keep him, man.
I think honestly they're gonna be able to sign them all. They aren't gonna keep a Lyle Collins. Like doing this, they aren't gonna re-sign Lyle Collins and a Tyrone Crawford to end up going. You will lose pieces like an Anthony Brown. They are gonna keep their who they feel are their guys going forward, which is Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, and it seems like Byron Jones, DeMarcus Lawrence, Coop, Zeke, and then that. And they are built around that. They will eventually kick Tyron Smith, the right tackle. Team friendly, they don't. And then probably after another year or two, they restructure Zach Martin and then Travis Frederick to create more space.
Okay, the U is talking about Olawale. And he said Olawale is one of the fastest players on the team at 260. Despite him dropping that one pass, the dude can run routes and catch. Establish Dak and Zeke as runners, connect with Amari, then start the waggle out with Olawale, and then goes on to talk about how Linehan never used Olawale correctly. And I actually agree with everything he said. I think that I don't know if I said it on this show or not, but I was saying
last week.
Oh, I was like, why don't we give him the football out of the backfield? If you feel like he can't catch, you can at least damn run. If we in the eye, you can handle the ball in the eye at the fullback for some of the short yardage stuff. Like we used to do Moose. I definitely agree that Olawale was underutilized in our offense, big time. I'll agree to that. And I know we both know from his first stint in Dallas and then going to Oakland and then coming, he definitely was not used correctly. I'm going to agree with you on that.
Yeah, me. Yeah, me too. And I'm all about giving defenses looks. So if we start popping it to them, then they eventually have to account for them. I damn want the defense to know everybody who damn comes on the field can make a play.
Yes,
absolutely. And that way you can't kill. All right, on the Wally's in, they only running the ball.
I mean, damn, if you only got thrown one pass all year, man, I'm not allowed to drop it. I seen Cole Beasley drop a pass against the damn Falcons.
Wide ass open.
Exactly. So
and Beasley's done that a few times. Beasley done dropped a lot of easy touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like we give this guy, hell for missing one pass when he only had one pass thrown to. Shit, he might not be used to having the ball thrown at him anymore. But you got guys that get it thrown to him all the time that drop the ball. So I definitely think that, there was definitely some underutilization there. Even in the blocking, I don't think we used him enough. We could have put him in there with Zeke a couple times in the eye. I mean, I don't know what Linehan was thinking as far as using him or why they felt they needed a fullback if they weren't going to use him. But we'll see, though. I think Kellen will probably find some ways to get him the ball a couple times.
Like I said, I think Kellen's going to be able to do what he wants. Because why? Garrett's job's on the line. Garrett ain't going to be – he damn can't afford to be conservative. Because if we start off 2-4, his ass is probably gone.
Probably. My man Mark Holmes said, "What's up, guys? What's up, Mark? How you doing?" I hope that's the real Mark, but I don't have enough followers for me to have any trolls, so I'm just gonna assume it's the real Mark Holmes. Let's see. Mean Mug said he thinks Hearns is gone, and then you say word on the streets is that the guys and the coaches in the building love Hearns. Productivity wise, Hearns is good depth, but there's still $5 million to be saved there. I agree. I told you earlier, and I told whoever was listening earlier, I think Hearns is on the hot seat with this Randall Cobb signing, and then definitely if they want to bring in somebody to create some money, he's definitely gone.
Yeah. Now, if they get the right deal with damn somebody, he's probably gone. But I am not one to say cut him just for the sake of cutting him. Because if you ain't gonna use the money, it ain't no need to cut him.
That's a fact. Plus, we still got the draft going on. So if you don't run into a receiver, I mean, it don't hurt to have the extra body. Because I think that right now, where we're at right now, we got Amari, we got Gallup, we got Tavon, we got Cobb, Wilson, and we got him. That's what, 6? We carry about 6 anyway, right? Oh, Noah Brown. What do we do with Noah Brown?
Yeah.
I think that's your guy.
I think Noah Brown might be a tight end.
I think he's gone. He's a casualty, brother. Now that we got Witten back, what do we need him for?
Yeah. Because they ain't cutting Witten.
Yeah, and I just say like the motion in the backfield to be a lead blocker and all that type of stuff. Like those are things they did with Witten. So let's see. What you got, Mark? Man, Mark, ask if you're gonna be here, man. Go ahead and ask us a question. I want to get a famous Mark Holmes question. Um, Cowboys vet said, "Do you guys see a sophomore slumps coming for any of last year's rookies?" I don't really see sophomore slumps too much for linebackers. That normally goes for quarterbacks, running back, mostly skill guys. Maybe who else was a rookie last year that had a pretty solid year besides Van Der Esch? I don't think Connor Williams can slump any more than he did that first year. I think he'll
I
probably
think I
get better.
think Connor Williams might play the best out of the sophomores.
Probably. I mean, if guys don't recognize, man, that dude was one of the top linemen in the draft, and for a very good reason. I didn't realize that he was as young as he was. But what is he? He's gonna be 22 years old. For me, and we talked about this. Like I know that his arm length is a little short, but I think that you could groom him to be the right tackle. I think that his feet are good enough. I think he's athletic enough to make up for not having the longer arms.
Because actually, to me, the only thing he was missing last year was strength.
Yeah,
it was easy to bull rush him.
Absolutely. But I bet that they were not factoring in that Travis Frederick was going
Frederick would be, yeah.
So that was huge.
Because to me, if Travis Frederick plays last year completely healthy, Connor Williams looks a lot better.
Yeah, because you'll have pass offs and stuff like that. And he could probably make certain calls because he knew what type of blitz they're going to do. And that makes you better if you know something is coming. A lot of times Connor was fooled. He could be fooled with the bull rush. Yeah, that's not necessarily fooling. But I think that some of the twist stunts fooled them a little early on. And if you
and that is, yep, because
all pro center next to you.
I don't think Joe Looney recognized all that, and I think Joe Looney did as good his job as you can.
Yeah, he definitely. I think yes, he's been in the league for quite some time, but I think he was learning on the job as well. So I can't really ask him to lead this young guy that's 21 years old that's not strong enough when he probably was getting all he can handle as well. Let's see. Mark Holmes asked, "Am I going to the draft?" Probably not because I got a wedding that weekend. So I'm more than likely I'm probably gonna be out as far as the draft goes. What about you? Because I know you be making Cowboys trips all the time. I doubt you're going to Nashville though.
Hell no. Damn Nashville. It's not the Nashville I want to see. Now, if it was in Dallas, maybe, but hell, I'm gonna be in Dallas probably in September for a game. So
yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, I can make this. We can make this November game happen. I'm hoping that once I find out some more information, man, definitely gonna get it out. But shoot, there's always a Cowboys game in for Thanksgiving. I know that my child will be here, but you know, my wife has already okayed it. So, you know, hey.
I damn heard it's probably gonna be the Dolphins on Thanksgiving.
I don't give a damn if it's the Dolphins, if it's the Giants, if it's the I don't give a damn if it's Memphis, the Memphis team in the AAF.
Because I know they were saying the NFL wants to showcase past Super Bowl matchups, and of course the Cowboys played the Dolphins on the Super Bowl in that Thanksgiving with damn Leon Lett, so it makes sense.
That's the real reason they want to show that damn game, bro. Nobody give a damn about the Dolphins, but they want to show that stupid ass highlight over and over and over and over. But they ain't gonna show the 5 picks that Dan Marino threw on Thanksgiving. You remember that?
Exactly.
Okay, Mark Holmes said Quinn anyone. We can pretty much touch on that. I think we general consensus is we really like Quinn. All right, let's see. Cowboys vet 71 said, what about Gallup? Man,
I think Gallup's doing.
I don't know about you, but I really like Gallup, and I think that I'd rather not cluster fuck the receiver position. Excuse my language a little bit, but I'd rather not cluster it. I'd rather more footballs find his direction.
Me too. I think Gallup has a chance to go for 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah, he's like so Amari, he's like a way better Alvin.
Alvin Harper.
Yeah, on the same boat with that one. Way better Alvin Harper. Let's see. We'll probably take one more. Probably take one more good question. Let's see who can come up with the good question, and we probably gonna head on out. Okay, Mark Holmes asked this question earlier. Now ask it. The U. Sorry, I didn't know another word to say after cluster. Let's see. How do you feel about the line?
Which line?
Our offensive line.
I think last year, so many things that we wasn't used to happening. Like Zach Martin was missing games. Frederick missed the whole entire season. I think the line's gonna be pretty. To me, it'll be pretty much back to normal this year. I mean, I'm not expecting Tyron Smith to play 16 games, but I think they have something to prove this year, which to me is going to lead to them playing better.
I think that this year they actually start with a coach that don't have Mr. Ketchup Bottle having them freaking be passive and sit there and wait for contact to come to him. I think that you'll probably get a better Connor Williams because he's actually going to have proper direction this time coming out.
And I like the depth on our line too.
Absolutely.
Because isn't we actually still got Sulofo back, and then they damn signed Cameron Finley back. So I like the depth on our line, and we got Joe Looney. So we actually got really a second starting lineup on our bench.
Yeah, F out of here with that ketchup bottle, man. The ketchup bottle. Get out of here. Oh, my bad. Cowboys vet was talking about Gallup. Do you think that as far as a rookie slump, do you think he could have a rookie slump?
No, I don't. Because I don't think he's now. If he was the number one receiver, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Mari's gonna get the attention.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be so much pressure on him.
I think it was more pressure on him last year than it will be this year.
I can actually see Amari Cooper having a little bit of a slump more than I can see Gallup having a slump as far as production. You might see Amari's go down. You might see Gallup's go up. So it'll seem like Amari's struggling, but he get more of the attention, and Gallup's get more of the one-on-ones and stuff. So kind of similar to how AB wasn't struggling, but Juju definitely started seeing more balls over there, more targets. They probably got about his equal targets over there because of what the defense was giving. And we know that Dak really loves taking what the defense gives him. He doesn't really force the issue. So, I mean, if they're gonna put a duck on Gallup, he gonna make that dude quack all damn day. Feel me?
Yep. That is why he more or less wanted. He actually didn't mind Dez being gone. I don't think he wanted him gone at all, but he would rather spread the ball to who's open than being being forced to say we actually gotta throw the dads.
All right. So last one, I promise, so I can get you back to your wife, because your wife is probably gonna be like where the hell you at? You know, I got these twins over here. So he said, does no one want more design runs for Dak? Not to the level of Cam Newton, but somewhere near that. He played the RPO in college and seems to run himself into throwing shape. It's a very good observation. I do want Dak to run more. I don't know if I want more designed runs, but I would like more decisive runs as far as, oh, okay. I take off because I don't have anything. You know, when it opens up,
I don't mind Dak running.
As far as design?
Yeah, I don't mind Dak running. Yeah, that because he is pretty good at doing it, and he doesn't take the punishment. To me, once again, that opened up the offense.
It does, but I think that some games it makes sense and some games it don't. Like, for example, that Jaguars game, a team that likes to play man a lot, that really likes to depend on their pass rush and their back end corners to pretty much hold up. It made a lot of sense that week for him to do a lot of running, because if you're gonna play a lot of man, a lot of back against the ball, like, I could get away with some shit, you know. But for a team that's gonna sit there and try and play eight back and then have, you know, people there in the areas or whatnot for him to take more hits, I would not like to see. I know that he's pretty big and he's sturdy, but I mean, hell, we got Cooper Rush behind him, bro. Like, enough said, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want him to run just actually for the sake of running, but on the 3rd and 5, yeah, I don't mind them taking off if the defense, because I'm looking at it from the defense. Y'all gonna have to check Coop and Cobb because they run great routes. So on the 3rd and 5, you ain't gonna really play zone.
Mm-hmm.
And with Witten being back, you already know Witten is gonna run the perfect play for you. So to me, in that, it is gonna be open. Zeke is catching the ball better, so damn defense damn near has to play man coverage on a 3rd and short.
True. But also keep this in mind, though. The RPO is definitely good, and I would like to see more RPO with Dak. Only thing I worry about with him is putting him in running danger. You know, we Cowboys, we talked about this earlier. They don't protect the Cowboys the same way that they protect everybody else. So we're giving them not more reason, but we're allowing them to tee off on Dak where it's not going to be called.
Yeah, because I think I said earlier, I don't think I can ever remember a roughing on the passer on Romo.
Never, dude. That's what I was saying. Like
I don't.
All right, guys. We were talking about earlier. We were talking about the whole like picking the quarterback up and driving him into the ground. And I said, well, guess what? That thing happened to Romo 3 times. No rule. It happened to Aaron Rodgers one damn time, and all of a sudden they got a rule against it. And nobody can touch no damn quarterbacks no more. And it took you, Aaron Rodgers. We lost Romo 3 times because of that. 3 times.
And the damn crazy thing about it, we're the marquee franchise of the NFL.
Because they like
it ain't like Romo was some. I mean, Romo was a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah. He didn't give it.
Romo was one of the most popular quarterbacks. So it ain't like it was Blake Bortles getting hurt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blake, if you watching.
Nah, you don't gotta apologize to Blake. At this
But I'm
point,
like,
Blake done got his chips with dip, man. Shoot, that's what comes with it.
but I'm because honestly, in 3 years, how many times have been Dak has been called for roughing in the passer, and then you see a replay and he done got his whole damn helmet yanked off.
Quite a bit.
And the damn refs don't call nothing.
Hey, look,
Every so
we can
often, you actually
afford
may
that
get
first year. We could afford for Dak to run. We could afford for him to run like he kind of did because we had Romo eventually coming back. But now, I mean, if we want him to start doing more design runs, we're gonna have to bring in some better quarterbacks. Is my solution to that? If that's what we want to do, I'm okay with it. But we just got to know that hamstrings happen.
knees.
Helmets to thigh contusions and stuff like that. Not saying we got to run them a whole bunch. I'm just saying like it only takes one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sarah said, "What up?" But yeah, we're gonna head on out, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We had such a great crowd today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. You want to say to the people before we head on out?
Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and then we'll speak to you next week.
All right. Yeah, the U had a lot of comments to say, man. You definitely win the comment champion of the day, man. Definitely some great feedback. And that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll be back. Same time. All right. Peace.